love if ever thou didst find a woman with a constant mind.
Good morning. Today is January 17th, 2016, Sunday. I'm going to read one of my Bel-Air poems, and welcome to the Anthony Taylor Show on YouTube, episode number 8. The title of this poem is called Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives. Capitol Hill in the U.S. House of Representatives is part of the seat of the government of the United States. Capitol Hill, back in the early and mid-1980s, was a place to visit and work. Capitol Hill, the place where laws begin and are implemented. Capitol Hill, the hill with the big tops of the United States. Senators, legislators, and representatives of the United States, all working together to make that perfect union. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives, full of members from all walks of life and from different places within the United States. If I remember correctly, I never saw such a cross-section of different peoples within one nation, the United States. Lawyers, businessmen, politicians, secretaries, security, and visitors all together, walking to and fro to different places on the hill. Fancy shoes, flamboyant suits, flashy jewelry, and the wining and dining. All were wonderful and interesting sights for a young man to see who just graduated from college. Capitol Hill in the United States House of Representatives, if I remember correctly, there are 3 main sections of the federal complex. The section that I worked in for a congressman outside of Brooklyn was the Longworth Building. The Longworth Building was elegant and gracious at the time when I worked on Capitol Hill. Long hallways, plenty of security guards, huge and large chandeliers hanging from the ceilings, and luxurious office furniture. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives. What a plot and story to write a book. Being out of college, looking for a job, seeking help from the higher ups and the tops of the U.S. government, I can say that was an experience worthwhile at the time. But now that I'm writing this poem on June 21st, 2015, and on the eve of my official graduation of receiving my master's degree, that experience on Capitol Hill and with the U.S. House of Representatives was a stepping stone to my success today. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives during the mid-80s were a sight. Nothing like the high white dome covering the 2 branches of Capitol Hill. The dome, with its brilliance in size and color, symbolizes America's freedom and is a landmark that represents liberty within this country. Freedom and liberty, so many lives have been lost for these rights. The right for freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and the one freedom that is extremely important to me, the freedom of religion. Out of all the guaranteed freedoms we possess, the freedom of religion is the one is most exercised by me. The ability to go to a church of your own selection is great. Choose whatever religion fits you and worship as you please, as long as you please. Play the gospel hymnal or song as long as you please, and in whatever style you choose. The freedom of religion is great in the United States. I hope they keep it free. If it were not for the church and its services, my inspiration for life would be minimal. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives. This landmark building is not only a place for government officials to meet and to resolve the nation's problems, but a building for tourists from all around the world to see and visit. Tourists play a very important role in the United States economy. People who cherish, love, and respect freedom and democracy come to Washington, D.C. to visit those monuments and buildings that symbolize this form of government. Some people of the world do not have some of the same liberties that we cherish as Americans. The Lincoln Memorial, the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, and the Washington Monument, to name a few, are some sites along with Capitol Hill that these tourists come to see and visit to understand our government as a democracy. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives is a wonderful attraction for tourists to understand freedom with proper restraints and proper guidance to ensure that all benefit from this democracy. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives during the early 1980s was a place to be as the United States ushered in a new presidential administration. Some say the new president will do the nation good, but only time will tell the outcourse of the administration. Capitol Hill consisted of offices, chambers, stores, and underground tunnels to travel from one complex to another complex within Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives was one of the places that I worked for in Washington, D.C. during the mid-1980s. That I can say I was proud to work and be employed in their services. I received a nice big fat check at the end of the assignment. If I remember correctly, the check was mailed to my home address in Washington, D.C. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives, the place to meet, greet, and mingle among the giants in government. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives, the seat of government by day and by night. Lights of the hill light up the nighttime sky when the nighttime sky is clear. No clouds, no rain, no snow. Just a beautiful night, clear, with the stars hanging from the heavens along the lights of the hill, beaming bright into the nighttime sky. Capitol Hill and the U.S. House of Representatives, one of my next to last jobs that I worked in the district before leaving the city. The temporary assignment there was a capstone to all of my temporary jobs worked in Washington, D.C. As I conclude this poem, I ponder on the question, will I ever see the opportunity again to work on Capitol Hill with the U.S. House of Representatives or the Senate before passing the one-way ticket in life? Thank you. This concludes the reading of that poem, the Anthony Taylor Show, or Anthony Taylor Poetry Show on YouTube, episode number 8. And I hope you have a blessed week. Thank you and good day.